Eliminating the Rangers in 6. Time now to protect the net, presented by NordVPN. Mike Rupp,
yes.
What do you have?
We've got a couple guys protecting the net here in the Stanley Cup Finals, but we're going to focus on one right now. We're going to do Stuart Skinner tomorrow. Today we're going to do Sergei Bobrovsky. He's been lights out, and you would probably say, they've got the edge in net, right? I mean, Sergei Bobrovsky's won a couple Vezinas. He's had 2 straight Stanley Cup Finals. He probably is the Conn Smythe leader in the clubhouse right now for the Florida Panthers. But we're going to take a look here. It may be a couple ways you could beat him. Dan, remember when we used to, and I know you've probably done this a number of times, but I remember in 2003, before the finals, J.S. Jaguar was playing for the Ducks, and we had that pre-scout, and we had our goalie coach kind of, hey, these are some things. This is a very good goalie. You know, you respect him as what he brings, but he's not Superman. You could beat him. And you
have to say that, don't you?
Yeah, you have to. It probably doesn't go over very well if you don't say that. But anyways, but just here's some tendencies. Here's some areas of weakness. And can we get the board up of just the net? Can we get that first, by any chance? Just where Sergei Bobrovsky's playoff goals have happened so far. So just for clarity, the number in parentheses is how many goals have been scored there. So let's say the 42.1%, the 16 goals are high glove. 15 goals you see on the left of your screen, but that's the blocker side on Bob. You've got 6 goals scored low blocker, 0 goals scored 5-hole. So really good. And this is the MO with him, that he's good down low. And there's only been 1 goal scored low glove. So, you know, Sergei Bobrovsky is one of those goalies. We can come out now. He goes down and he covers the low ice, man. He's so flexible, so powerful. But, you know, you can beat him upstairs, and you got to beat him with some of the things we always talk about. Traffic in front, all different. You need help. It's not going to be just clean looks and just beating them outright. So we're going to get in here real quick, and I'm going to look at... let's go to this game against the Rangers, okay? So we're going to pull it up, and we're going to take a gander at this play. So what's going to beat it, Sergei Bobrovsky? You're going to have some spectacular play, and this is one of them that was probably one of the best goals I've seen. And this is Lafreniere. Remember this one, the highlight reel backhand goal? He's going to come down. Oh, you all wrong backhand goal. Hold on a second. That's it. We got another. I
told you about
wrong
Mike
one.
Rupp.
See,
with
you
the
called
iPad.
it. You did this. You did this to me because you did this to me because you said I'm going to mess up on it.
No, I didn't say
Yeah, you did. You put that into the atmosphere, Billy. But this is the one I'm talking about because he scored actually 2 in this game. This is the play up ice. You're going to find him in the open ice, and you're going to need a spectacular play to beat Sergei Bobrovsky. He's going to come in here and just roof this thing on the backhand. I mean, it's going to take an effort like that to get it past Bob. So that's one there. But then the other game I want to go to is just a couple days later, and this one's going to be a Vinny Trocheck goal. And here's the thing. Sergei Bobrovsky is going to take the low ice, but when you go upstairs, and it's easier said than done. When you put it by the ears, we always taught that, Dano, right? Like goalies drop down. You know, the glove can only go up so high. The glove ain't going to cover here. And so it almost means you got to go upstairs, but you got to be pretty accurate and kind of pinpoint some of these shots. And this is going to be Vinny Trocheck's goal. And we're going to watch him. I mean, he absolutely gets a hold of this one. And you're going to watch him right here, just boom, walk into that one. You're going to watch right in the middle of the ice. You know, Vinny's going to be right here. But here's the thing. We're going to have some traffic in front. Bob ain't even going to see this thing, and this thing's going to go crossbar down. And actually, I want to try the other angle. We're going to go this angle, okay? And we're going to take that look right about here. So this is what I want to show. Right there. Bring it back. So that pass is coming out. Let's zoom in a little bit here. This pass is coming out to Vinny Trocheck. Bob's looking, and his angle that he's looking right now, he's looking over here, right? He sees this puck coming this way, and then he loses it. Because why? You got traffic in front. You got 2 bodies in front of the net. And this puck ends up going right up here in the top of the net. I mean, you really can't do anything about it, but you need traffic in front, so Bob cannot adjust. You got to distract him in some way. And as we roll this thing forward, this shot goes, and by the time Bob looks around, he has no idea that puck's already coming in here, and he just goes bar down on Sergei Bobrovsky. So I think you got to go upstairs. We'll take the other look.
Looks like it's got to be a perfect shot.
More or less, this guy's good. But I think that he is susceptible. We saw those numbers up top. But, yeah, that's a perfect shot. These last 2 were really highlight reel goals, so that's kind of the point. You need some pretty spectacular plays to beat Bob. But then we're going to get this Panarin one. This is the one thing I want to show because it shows also he's really good down low, but hold on, right, was this the Panarin one? Right there, yeah. All right, so we're going to watch this angle. Artemi Panarin's going to end up getting this goal, and this is a phenomenal shot, but he's going to collect it right there. And this is the part I want to show is Bob, when he goes down, so that's going to go upstairs as well. Bob's got that covered, and it's hard to really tell right here that he's got that low ice covered, so I'm going to go to the other angle, but he's got it locked down. We said he has zero 5-hole goals. You're not going to beat him there. So we're going to go to, let's switch to, let's go to the game angle. I think this shows us a good one. Yeah. So we'll go forward here, and then right when you have Panarin about to shoot the puck, I'm going to get a pause right. All right, right there. And we're going to bring it back a tad. Look at how he just covers everything. Down low, right there. That's the look I want. Are you kidding me? Like, this guy's so good at locking it up. Pads completely flush to the ice. There's nothing going to beat him down low. He's got his stick in the right spot over at 5-hole. Like, you're not going to get it there. The only way you can, and we see a lot of goals scored this way, and this is one of the things, Billy, we were talking about, is you got to get a guy off to the side of the net. We did see a goal in that series scored by batting the puck out of the air, backdoor shots that are missing the net. That's how you got to beat Bob sometimes. But you can see he locks it down there. Another perfectly placed shot. You can see that puck going in the top of the net by Panarin. So, yeah, I mean, you got to get it upstairs on this guy, but you need help. You need traffic in front. If you're the Edmonton Oilers and you think, hey, we got Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, our skill is going to just find ways to beat this guy, you need help. You need to have Zach Hyman. You need Evander Kane in front of the net. Everybody, all hands on deck to beat this guy.
Well done.
Yeah, you know
Impressive work, huh?
There's a lot going on there, and that's not easy. And you did unbelievable, Upper, for sure. But you nailed it. I mean, how often do we see or break down during a season? We see goaltenders. Oh, look at the 5-hole space. Look at that. He leaves nothing on the bottom. He's daring.
So he's covering up the bottom.
But he's daring to beat you up top.
Before the shot's even taken, right?
Oh, I know. That's the part though that when I went back, I watched every playoff goal in these playoffs, and what he doesn't do though, Billy, is he doesn't bite there. So here's the point when you see Bob. Bob doesn't. You know, we're always told and talking about, like, who's going to make the first move. He's not dropping first. Like, that puck is already coming to the net, but by the time that puck gets there, he's sealed down low. So the point is, you're going to have to shoot somewhere that you're not seeing as being open, right? So when you get that puck and you're standing there getting ready to shoot it, you might not see it upstairs, but you have to know and trust he is going to take down low. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm seeing up high, so I'm going to take up high. Bob's not showing you that. He's going to hang in there very late. He's going to make his read very late, and then he's going to drop down. Chances are he's going to seal down low. If you're going to beat him, it's going to be up here, but you're not going to see that play. You got to trust that he's going to go down because that's what he does, and you got to get it up there by the ears. You got to have some perfect shots against this guy.
I am sure the Edmonton Oilers doing everything, as both teams do, pre-scout the series. They're saying this to their players. Now, having said that, you mentioned it, easier said than done, because there's not a whole lot of room to shoot. You got to be accurate. And if he gets in your head, now you start getting too fine. You start missing the net too much, when then all of a sudden you go, just get shots in net. Let's get the second or third opportunity. That's when it gets frustrating at times. So we'll see what gives in this series. But the Oilers have plenty of guys.
Plenty of weapons, right?
Great shots, great offensive ability, and they got guys like Hyman and Kane that will cash the net. They got a lot of pieces.
The best guy in the league, it'd be an off-net front, tapping in pucks, is Zach Hyman. So that could be the answer right there. That could be the chess match, is what's Bob and the D-Corps going to do with Zach Hyman on the back post, receiving passes and tapping goals by Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl.
You know, we talking about and showing the graphic, Kenny, while you were talking about Bobrovsky's career accomplishments. The only thing really lacking on the resume is a cup title.
Yeah, and if he wins a cup and has a couple good more years, I would think he's a Hall of Famer, wouldn't you, fellas? I mean, he's been that good. I know he went through a little bit of adversity in a few years in Florida there, where it didn't go as well as he would have liked to, but it took him time to get acclimated. He's been an elite goaltender in this league for a long time. No question about it. And I love guys that battle through that, because he went through some tough times. Now he's right back to being the Bobrovsky we saw when he was winning Vezina trophies. And that's made Florida that much more dangerous and that much better of a hockey club. But yeah, he's a heck of a netminder. I also, I look at personalities. He's a humble guy. He's a guy that has worked for everything he's got. He loves the game, and he's hard on himself, like a lot of goaltenders.
Yeah, he's appreciative, too. I remember when we've talked to him, whether it's the All-Star game or Stanley Cup Finals last year, to hearing him speak, he's a very humble player. Like, his teammates love and respect him, and man, he's getting it done. Because you're right, it wasn't always puppies and rainbows since he signed that big deal down in Florida. It was actually pretty bad for a little while there. They stayed with him. He stayed working, because that's what he does. That's his MO. And here we are, 2 Stanley Cup Finals in a row.
Puppies and rainbows.
Not to go.
Is that normally used together?
That's happy.
Guy.
Puppies and rainbows don't make you happy?
No, I got you.
All right, whatever.
Great addition for the Edmonton Oilers, I believe, and he's healthy now and missed a few games in the playoffs with injury. Adam Henrique.
Yeah.
Clutch guy around. 3 to 5 feet around.
Don't remind me, Dano. He put us out in the Eastern Finals.
He's that guy. What you're talking about. Will be around.
Remember that goal? They always show it. I'm like, this guy.
Around the net.
Where's this guy going to retire? So I got to stop seeing that goal.
He'll be around the net.
Yes, he will be. He will.
All right. Shortly after the Cup Final concludes, the NHL Draft, end of the month. Take a look at one prospect to keep an eye on when we continue on NHL Now right after this.
Protect the Net is presented by NordVPN, cybersecurity built for every day.